worse if Lori was up there.
Will the March 6th meeting of the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals please come to order? Mr. Farrar, will you take attendance, please?
Ms. Cernova. Mr. Reichel.
Present.
Mr. Souls.
Here.
Mr. Pussolini. Mr. Beck.
Here.
Mr. Sutton.
Here. I will now introduce the members to the audience. Starting on my far right is Mr. Robert Souls. And next to him is the Vice Chairman, Richard Beck. I am Jeff Sutton, Chairman. On my immediate left is Demetrius Pusilides, who is the Secretary, and Mr. Tim Reichel is next to him, and Thomas Ferrara, the Plain Township Zoning Director, is on my far left. Are there any changes to the published agenda? If not, it stands as presented. I'm not going to go through the entire statement of duties. Those are available if anyone needs to see them. Do I have a motion to approve the meeting of January 3rd?
Also move to approve the minutes of January 3rd, 2024.
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Reichel.
Yes.
Mr. Souls.
Yes.
Mr. Pussolini.
Yes.
Mr. Beck.
Yes.
And Mr. Sutton.
Yes. There is no unfinished business to come before this body this evening. I will now start with new business. We have two appeals to come to a conclusion on. And first of all, the fire department has reviewed both appeals and has no negative comments regarding the appeals. Let's start with the first appeal. Appeal number 1385-24. Applicant owner Jeffrey Hill, 1265 Danbury Road Northwest, North Canton, Ohio 44720. Applicant requests a setback variance to add a 12-foot by 16-foot square foot pavilion on the property located at 1265 Danbury Road Northwest, North Canton, Ohio 44720, parcel number 52-12414. The proposed 12-foot by 16-foot 192 square foot patio pavilion will violate the following. Section 602.5A1, accessory uses, buildings, and structures. 2-foot setback from the residence proposed, 10 feet required, 8-foot variance requested on the northwest side of the home. The property is zoned R1 Single Family Residential District and is located in the southeast quarter of Section 4. I'd like to have anyone who would like to speak in favor of this proposal to step forward, please.
Well, I'd like to be in favor of it.
Since it is my residence, my wife and I.
Would you please state your name and address?
I'm Jeffrey Hill, 1265 Danbury Road Northeast, North Canton 44720. Reside here with my wife Lynn. Go ahead.
Do you swear or affirm that everything you are about to present is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Please
Continue? Okay.
go forward.
This is our forever home. We've been here 20 years. And we have a patio that we just want some shade over our patio furniture. So we've looked at these structures from the box stores, from the Amish builders, and we've came up with about a 12 by 16 would be the overall dimensions of the roof area, to provide shade over the patio furniture, but I can't push it 10 feet away from my house in any direction. It would be off my patio, partially into my yard. So that doesn't work, and I don't want to permanently attach it to our house. We just want a freestanding structure, provide shade. You know, we face the southwest, and the sun from 11 o'clock till 7 in the evening is just blistering hot. So we tried the umbrella, and unless you could get a remote controlled umbrella, you gotta constantly move it to follow the sun to get shade. So we're just asking if we could, instead of having it 10 feet from the house, could we not have it 2 feet from the house? We've asked all the neighbors, like I said, we've been here 20 years. There's only 2 neighbors that can see this. One is the Shirleys, they directly in our backyard, they can see it. And then next to us is Dr. Dana Gamble, and he has no issues at all with it. And he's the only one to be able to see that it's not 10 feet from the house, it's 2 feet from the house. So that's, you know, we're just asking for permission to, erect a structure there. So that's basically it.
Are there any questions for the board? From the board?
I have a question. So why can't you move it 10 feet from the house? What's the
It'll be,
basis for
if
that?
I move it 10 feet from the house, it would be off of the patio, partially in the yard, and partially on the patio. And then I have to move all the furniture away from the house 10 feet. It
So
would
you're
create
putting
a-
this 2 feet from, I mean, I didn't see any picture, we
Oh,
didn't have any pictures, right?
Well,
So-
there's drawings and all I submitted.
Well, I see the drawings, but
Oh,
you
okay.
wanna, you're essentially, your patio is what, cement, or what is
Yeah,
it?
it's a concrete patio.
Okay, so you wanna put it on your concrete
Yes,
patio, is what it
yes, I
is.
do.
So if you have to take it 10 feet away, it'll
Then
be
it
off
would
your
be
concrete
partially
patio?
off the concrete patio, correct, in the yard.
I understand.
And
And
the
this is a free,
furniture-
is this gonna kind of be a freestanding structure, it won't
Yes,
be
it is.
attached type thing?
No, we don't want to attach it to the house.
But I mean, attached to the cement at all, or
Oh,
how do you?
yes,
Okay,
yes, all of them that I looked at, even the box store ones, they come with brackets that you bolt.
just
in.
anchored to the cement?
Yeah, so the wind doesn't blow them away.
Right, okay.
And if I moved it even like 8 feet away, it creates a void on the patio. What do you do with that space? It's,
Sure.
you know, I have to move all the furniture out, then you have this 8 foot by 12 foot area with no purpose, I guess I would say.
And it's, the fire department didn't have any, I didn't see it attached here, they didn't have any comments, right?
I contacted the insurance company trying to find out, does anybody have, you know, a legal reason that it couldn't be there? There's tons of them around, whether they're conforming or non-conforming, it's not for me to say, but there are tons of them around that are not 10 feet from their house.
Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Any other questions?
No?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman. Applicant and owner Jeffrey Hill, 1265 Danbury Road, North Canton, Ohio, 44720. Applicant requests a setback variance to add a 12-foot by 16-foot pavilion on the property located at 1265 Danbury Road. That's parcel 52-12414. The proposed 12-foot by 16-foot, 192 square foot patio pavilion will violate the following. That's section 602.5A1, accessory uses, buildings and structures. A 2-foot setback from the rear residence is proposed, 10 foot is required, 8-foot variance is requested. That's on the northwest side of the home. Now therefore be it hereby resolved by the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals to grant the request.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, sir.
We need
Any
to know if
further-
there's, we need to know if there's any objections.
I'm sorry.
We need to know if there's any objections to.
No.
Anyone to speak against the appeal?
Yeah.
Yes. Is there anyone to speak against the appeal? Hearing none,
I would just say I'd be in favor of the appeal based upon the testimony of Mr. Hill. The fact that this needs to be on the cement patio, I understand the basis to do that. We don't have any objection from the fire department, so I'd be in favor of it.
Any further comments, questions? Shall we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Riegel,
Yes.
Mr. Solz,
Yes.
Mr. Puccioni.
Yes.
Mr. Beck. Yes. And Mr. Sutton.
Yes. Your appeal is granted, sir.
Call the office tomorrow.
Please.
Call you? Yeah. You can talk to Megan. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. We now have a second appeal, number 1386-24. Applicant owner, Megan McDonald, Doe Goes, 2655 Market Street, Northeast
Market.
Canton, Ohio.
Not market. I don't think it's market. Is it?
Oh,
Merit.
that's supposed to be Market?
Merit.
Merit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Merritt Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio, 44705. Applicant requests a side and rear setback variance to add a 36-foot by 26 square foot attached accessory building on the property located at 2655 Merritt Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio, 44705, parcel 5213355. The proposed 36-foot by 26-foot, 936 square foot attached accessory building will violate the following. Section 713.4 yard requirements, 11.5 foot rear yard setback proposed, 25 foot required, 13.5 foot variance requested, 15.6 foot side setback proposed, 25 foot required, 9.4 foot variance proposed. Is there anyone here to speak in favor? Please step up. You signed in, I presume.
Yes,
Do you swear or affirm that the information you are about to present is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief?
yes, I do. And my name is Megan McDonald. Just, hi, everybody, thank you for your time. My husband and I own a business here in Plain Local called Doe Goes. We're over on Merritt. We provide clean label dough items to schools. So we provide pizza dough, cookie dough, and breakfast bar dough to every district in Stark County, almost every district in Summit. We go to Cleveland City Schools, Cincinnati City Schools. We've had exponential growth in the past year or two, and we need some more room in our building. So we would like to build a building that we laid out in the picture in the back of the property. The building would be used to store, for storage, for things that we need, like racks, sheets, things like that. It would also have a garage door to store our van to keep it safe. We have had a few issues with vandalism with our delivery van, and that can just really gum up the works when you have a van full of cookie dough that needs to go to Cleveland City Schools at 6 a.m. and you don't have the catalytic converter. So we would just really appreciate the opportunity to have the building back there. We are going to actually hire a Plain Local company to build it as well, just to let you know. Trying to keep everything local is important. And we realize we violate the setback. However, if you look at the map of our building, the building already is on the property line on the one side, 1 foot away, however they built it originally. So what we're asking to do would be nowhere near where the building already sits to the property line. And we did talk to the people at Taco Bell, the people that own it, I believe it's called Charter Foods. And they were fine with it as long as we proposed the man door would be on the Morris Avenue side. Or I'm sorry, the garage door would be on the Morris Avenue side, which that's the plan.
Does anyone have any questions for Megan?
And you need to see if anyone else speak in favor and then anyone against. First.
Okay. Anyone else wish to speak in favor of the proposal? Anyone wish to speak against the proposal? Okay, now any questions for Megan?
Do you have any samples with you? No.
Well, that depends how it goes tonight. I'd love to bring some samples tomorrow if the outcome's great.
I didn't see the picture, you said there was, did we not
Yes.
get pictures of it? I don't have the,
I could show you mine. I made a copy of what I gave Megan,
oh, okay.
but the building is in red on there.
Oh, okay.
Oh. And our contractor has a,
Oh. That's just connected to your existing building, so you're gonna, there's a door in the back, and so you just connect it through that door, or do you have to make an access door?
there'll be an access door on the outside, but it will be connected to the building.
I have a question. I'm looking at the aerial shot on Google Maps right now. It looks like there's an alley behind the building. Is that
Oh, what, behind the building?
an alley?
Yes, there is. This wouldn't go into the alley.
Okay, I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty darn close to the alley, isn't it?
I have, so our property line,
Okay. I've got it on this picture here.
the property line that we have, I think it says what the setback is, from the building. Ben, what does it say the setback is to the rear?
37.5.
37.5, and I think, to the alley itself, our property line goes 3 feet into the alley. So you could take 3 feet off that setback, if you're wondering what it would be to the alley.
I'm seeing your photograph here, and it really doesn't block the alley in any fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry, may I approach?
Yeah.
So in the red is the building, and you can kind of see where the alley is on the tax map.
That's it. You answered my question. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Anyone else have questions?
Nothing further?
I'll make the motion on appeal number 1385, 1386, appeal number 1386-24, applicant owner Megan McDonald, Dogos, 2655 Merritt Street, Northeast Canton, Ohio, 44705. Applicant requests a side and rear setback variance to add a 36-foot by 26 square foot attached accessory building on the property located at 2655 Merritt Street, Northeast Canton, Ohio, 44705, parcel number 5213355. The proposed 36-foot by 26-foot, 936 square foot attached accessory building will violate the following section 713.4 yard requirements: 11.5 feet rear setback proposed, 25 feet required, 13.5 feet variance requested, 15.6 foot side setback proposed, 25 feet required, 9.4 feet variance proposed. Now therefore be hereby resolved by the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals to grant the request.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to grant the request. Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Sutton,
Yes?
Mr. Beck,
Yes.
Mr. Busalides,
Yes.
Mr. Reichel,
Yes.
Mr. Souls,
Yes.
Thank you. We'll get some cookies your way.
And
Not with the cookies, I want the
Keep 'em
pizza.
in care, Tom.
call the office tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Do you sell to the public?
We do, so we actually have a storefront in the front of the building that you can come in on Thursdays or Fridays and get retail size quantities.
Okay.
The schools, obviously, when they buy pizza dough, they're getting like, thousands of dough balls.
Sure,
But
sure.
you could come in and get like a dough ball, we have mid sauce and local cheese and other things
Wow.
like that.
Nice to know.
Yeah, the fire department just came in, I guess the chief retired,
Yes,
and he wanted our pizza dough for breakfast. They make breakfast pizza at the firehouse, so they came in right before he retired and got it all for him, and
great,
so that was nice.
great, thank you.
Is there anything further to come before the board?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Aye. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody. Do we have a meeting next month, sir?
We have a meeting next month.
Yes, we do.
We have one next month. Thank you. All right. See you all.
Let's see that morning. Say you're out of the restaurant.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, we're on a cruise right now. Oh, did you? What was your
As long as you have your keys ready.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, you will?
You don't have to get your phone.
They're called fin outfits. These go here. And then this is.
Oh, you need me to sign it to say you were really here?
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you.
Wait a minute, what's going on? Nice to see that you're showing interest in civic affairs.
Good luck with drilling.
Appreciate your help.
Yeah, we'll stop by. Pick up some stuff.
One day you
Yeah, I bet.
Very good.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Take care.
You man,
I would have said something.
Guys, thank you. Thanks for coming.
I couldn't, take care of,
Good night. Tom, we'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go camp out on their patio.
Bye, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Come on over, we'll get you a pizza.
Wet pizza dough.
You're gonna get wet.
Hey, it's coming your way.
We are going to make
You're gonna
pizza
get wet.
and sit on the shaded patio.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.